Sophie Serafino is an amazing violinist, singer, and performer who has performed all over the world. And she's joining us in our studios today. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
So you do have an upcoming performance on Thursday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Well, I'll be performing at the Up and Away Charity Gala, which is for the Unlocking Potential Foundation. They do amazing work here in Calgary supporting families. They have a wide range of programs in so many different areas to support families in sort of every area, from teen pregnancy to abuse in the home to drug use and just a general support. So it's a fantastic program and a worthy cause, and tickets are still available. So I'll be performing and it's going to be a great night.
And you do help out a lot with performing for charities.
I do a number of events for charities that I really believe in. One of my main focuses is the Ovarian Cancer Canada organisation, which does a lot of work not only to raise money for ovarian cancer research, but also to make women aware of the dangers of ovarian cancer. And there's a lot of myths surrounding ovarian cancer, so that's another one that I work with quite a bit.
And you can't hide the accent. We know you're not from here. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I was born in London. My mother's a classical pianist and she was working there at the time. My father's Australian, and I grew up in Australia. So I recently, well, why am I here, I guess? I married a Canadian and now I live in Calgary.
So we're lucky enough to hear you perform more often now than before, I guess.
Absolutely, I hope so.
And you have performed for some very famous people. I've just got to let you know that she's performed for the Prince and Princess of Denmark and the Prince of Dubai. Like, how do you get gigs like this?
Well, it's quite crazy, actually. I mean, when I graduated from Sydney Conservatorium, I started doing my own show in different events and venues. And one day, someone said, "You know what? I have a club in Turkey, and I want you to come to Turkey." I said, "Turkey? Wow, I'd never been there. I had no idea what to expect, but I just went. And from there, I got booked in Paris, and then the Australian Trade Commission spotted what I was doing and said, "Look at this Australian artist floating all over the world." And they said, "You know what, when we have special events, we should invite her." So when they did a special event for Princess Mary in Aarhus in Denmark, they invited me to perform. And it's just luck. A lot of it's hard work, but a lot of it's just been lucky. Just been invited. Would you like to come to Dubai? We're doing this event, or in Bahrain, and the royal family will be there. I was like, okay. Sounds good.
So is it any different performing for them than it is for, say, performing for a smaller group at home?
Well, more intimate performances can be nice. It's always good to be home, but it's very exciting. There are so many. When I'm actually on stage and performing for people, I feel the same. I feel excited. I love performing. But there have been moments when I have, especially in Denmark, because there was a lot of protocol, and I was like, wow, I'm performing for royalty. And actually, I was supposed to do a curtsy at the end of my performance, but I forgot and I walked straight off the stage, and I stood backstage thinking, should I run back on and curtsy? That would be worse. So I was lucky they actually came backstage and had a chat to me, and they were pretty relaxed about it. So.
And your performance is quite unique. How do you describe it to people?
Well, a lot of the music I've written myself, and I have influences from, different cities that I've performed in. There are some Middle Eastern influences, Spanish influences. Sometimes I play, some covers just for fun, but the majority of it's my own music. So that's a difference right there. And I often involve choreography, and I move around the audience and involve them. And I think the choreography aspect is a little bit different. So you'll see some of that on Thursday night for sure.
And where do we get tickets for that?
You can go to unlockingpotential.ca, and there are tickets still available, or you can call the Unlocking Potential Foundation, and I'm sure they'll help you out.
Well, we're really looking forward to seeing your performance. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.